Hello, dear listeners, and welcome to our podcast. Today, we have a very important topic to talk about: tough times. Life is not always easy, and we all go through difficult moments. But tough times are not the end. They help us grow and become stronger. If you feel sad, lonely, or worried, remember that you are not alone. Many people face challenges, but they find ways to overcome them. In this podcast, we will talk about how to deal with tough times and stay strong. Let's begin this journey together.
Hello, everyone, and I'm Sophia, and I'm so happy to be here with you today. Tough times can feel heavy, but they also teach us important lessons. When life is hard, it's easy to feel like giving up. But remember, every storm passes, and the sun comes out again. Sometimes, tough times show us how strong we really are. When things don't go as planned, it's okay to feel upset, but don't let that stop you. Keep going, stay hopeful. Small steps can lead to big changes. Let's talk about how we can stay positive even in hard times.
When life is hard, it's normal to feel tired or even lost. But one thing to remember is that every problem has a solution. Sometimes we don't see it right away, but it's there. When you face a tough time, try to stay calm. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself, what can I do right now to make things better? Even a small action can help. Maybe you can talk to a friend, write down your thoughts, or take a short walk. These little things can give you the strength to keep going.
Yes, and another thing that helps is remembering that tough times don't last forever. Think about a time in your past when things were really difficult. Back then, you may have felt like it would never get better, but look at you now. You made it through. This means you can do it again. You are stronger than you think. Life is full of ups and downs. The hard moments teach us how to be patient and brave. Even if things are not perfect now, they can improve.
That's right. Another thing that helps during tough times is focusing on what you can control. There are many things in life that we can't change, like the weather or what other people do. But we can control our own actions and thoughts. Instead of thinking about the things you can't fix, try to focus on what you can do. Maybe you can change your attitude, find a new way to solve a problem, or just take one step forward. Even small steps are important.
That's right. Another thing that helps during tough times is focusing on what you can control. There are many things in life that we can't change, like the weather or what other people do. But we can control our own actions and thoughts. Instead of thinking about the things you can't fix, try to focus on what you can do. Maybe you can change your attitude, find a new way to solve a problem, or just take one step forward. Even small steps are important.
Sometimes, when we go through tough times, we feel like we are alone. But the truth is, everyone faces challenges. No one's life is perfect. Even the strongest people you know have had difficult moments. That's why talking to someone can really help. When you share your feelings with a friend, a family member, or even a teacher, you don't have to carry the weight alone. You don't have to solve everything by yourself. People who care about you want to help, so don't be afraid to reach out.
That's such an important point. Sometimes we think that asking for help is a sign of weakness, but it's actually a sign of strength. It takes courage to say, I need support, and support can come in many ways. Maybe someone gives you advice, or maybe they just listen. Even if they can't fix your problem, knowing that someone is there for you makes a big difference. You don't have to go through tough times alone. There are always people who care and want to help.
Another thing that helps during tough times is finding something positive to focus on. Even when life is hard, there is always something good. It might be something small, like a beautiful sunset, a kind message from a friend, or a song that makes you feel better. When you focus on these little things, your mind starts to feel lighter. You don't have to ignore your problems, but you can also remind yourself that good things still exist. Hope is powerful, and sometimes it's the small things that keep us going.
Yes, and one way to see the good in life is by practicing gratitude. This means taking a moment to think about the things you are thankful for. Maybe you are grateful for your health, a good friend, or even a warm cup of tea. When you focus on what you have instead of what you don't, your heart feels lighter. Tough times can make us feel stuck, but gratitude helps us see that life is still full of beautiful moments. Even in the hardest times, there is always something to be thankful for.
When life feels difficult, it's easy to focus on problems and forget about our own strength. But one thing that helps is believing in yourself. Think about all the times you have faced challenges before. You are still here. You have overcome difficulties in the past, and you can do it again. Sometimes we doubt ourselves and think, I'm not strong enough, but that's not true. You are stronger than you think. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow and become even stronger.
That's so true. And one way to build confidence is by setting small goals. When we go through tough times, big problems can feel too heavy. But if you break them into small steps, they become easier to handle. For example, if you are feeling stressed about school or work, don't try to solve everything at once. Just focus on one small thing you can do today. Maybe it's finishing one task or taking a short break to relax. Small steps add up, and they help you move forward.
Yes, and another thing that can help is taking care of your body. When we feel stressed or sad, we sometimes forget to eat well, sleep enough, or move our bodies, but our mind and body are connected. If you are feeling down, try going for a short walk, drinking some water, or taking deep breaths. These simple things can make a big difference. Your body needs energy to handle tough times, so taking care of it is very important. A healthy body can help you have a stronger mind.
That's right, and don't forget to rest. When we are going through hard times, we often feel exhausted. It's okay to take breaks and give yourself time to recover. Rest doesn't mean you are lazy, it means you are taking care of yourself. Listen to your body and mind. If you need a moment to relax, take it. Read a book, listen to music, or just sit quietly for a while. Tough times can feel heavy, but giving yourself rest and kindness can make them easier to handle.
Sometimes, when we go through tough times, negative thoughts fill our minds. We might think, things will never get better or I'm not good enough, but these thoughts are not always true. Our minds can play tricks on us, especially when we feel sad or stressed. That's why it's important to challenge negative thoughts. Ask yourself, is this really true? Or am I just feeling this way because I'm going through a hard time? Often, the truth is much kinder than what we tell ourselves.
That's a great point. Our thoughts have a big effect on how we feel. If we always think negative things, we will feel even worse. But if we try to change our thoughts, we can start to feel better. Instead of saying, I can't do this, try saying, this is hard, but I will find a way. Instead of thinking, I will never be happy, remind yourself, happiness comes and goes, and I will feel happy again. Words are powerful, and the way we talk to ourselves matters.
Yes, and one way to control negative thoughts is by focusing on the present moment. When we are stressed, we often think too much about the past or worrying about the future. But the only moment we can control is now. Take a deep breath. Look around you. What can you see, hear, or feel right now? Maybe you can hear birds outside or feel the warmth of your clothes. Focusing on the present helps us stay calm and reminds us that we are still here, still moving forward.
That's so true. And another way to stay positive is by doing things that bring you joy. Even in tough times, small happy moments can make a big difference. Maybe you enjoy listening to music, drawing, playing a sport, or spending time with a pet. These little moments of joy give us energy and help us keep going. Tough times are just one part of life, but happiness is still possible. Find small things that make you smile and hold on to them.
Another thing that helps during tough times is patience. When we are struggling, we want things to get better right away. But life doesn't always change so quickly. Healing and overcoming challenges take time. If you feel stuck, remember that it's okay to move slowly. You don't have to fix everything in one day, just take one step at a time. Even small progress is still progress. Be patient with yourself. Tough times don't last forever, and little by little, things will start to improve.
That's very true. Sometimes we feel like nothing is changing, but growth happens even when we don't see it. Think about a tree. When you plant a seed, it takes time to grow. You don't see the roots growing underground, but they are getting stronger every day. Life is the same. Even if you don't see big changes right away, trust that you are growing. Every time you wake up and keep going, you are getting stronger. Time, patience, and effort will lead you to better days.
Yes, and during tough times, it's also important to celebrate small victories. Many people only feel proud when they achieve something big, but small achievements matter too. Maybe you got out of bed today even though you felt tired. Maybe you finished a small task or helped someone with a kind word. These moments are important. They show that you are trying, and that is something to be proud of. Every small step you take brings you closer to a better place.
That's such a good reminder. We often wait for big success to feel happy, but happiness can be found in small moments too. If you did something good today, no matter how small, take a moment to appreciate it. Life is not just about big achievements, it's also about the little things. Tough times can make us feel weak, but when we look closely, we see that we are much stronger than we think. Keep moving forward, one small step at a time.
Sometimes, tough times make us feel like giving up. We feel tired, and it seems like nothing will change. But one of the most important things to remember is this: don't give up. No matter how hard things feel right now, keep going. Even if you can only take small steps, that's okay. Every step forward, no matter how tiny, is a sign of strength. Think about all the hard moments you've already survived. You made it through before, and you can do it again. You are stronger than you think.
That's so true. And when you feel like giving up, remind yourself why you started. Maybe you are working toward a dream, trying to improve your life, or helping someone you love. Remember your reasons. Tough times can make us forget why we are fighting, but deep inside, there is always a reason to keep going. Even when the road is difficult, don't lose sight of your goal. Hold on to your dreams. Tough times are just temporary, but the things you are working for can last forever.
Yes, and sometimes we need to change how we look at challenges. Instead of seeing tough times as something bad, try to see them as a lesson. Every hard moment teaches us something. Maybe you are learning patience, courage, or problem solving. Life is like a teacher, and every experience, good or bad, helps us grow. When you face a problem, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Even pain can help us become wiser and stronger.
That's a great way to think about it. And remember, storms don't last forever. Even the darkest night ends when the sun rises. Your pain, your sadness, your struggles, they won't last forever. One day, you will look back and see how far you've come. So don't lose hope. Keep moving forward, even if it's just one step at a time. The tough times you are facing today will become the strength you have tomorrow. Stay strong, because better days are ahead.
One of the most powerful things to remember during tough times is that you are not alone. It may feel like no one understands, but there are always people who care about you. Sometimes we keep our problems inside because we don't want to bother others. But talking to someone can help. A friend, a family member, or even a teacher can listen and give support. You don't have to carry everything by yourself. Sharing your feelings can make the weight feel lighter.
That's so true. And even if you don't feel like talking to someone, there are other ways to express your emotions. Some people write in a journal, others listen to music or draw. Finding a way to express yourself can help you understand your feelings better. When we hold everything inside, it can feel too heavy. But when we let it out, even in small ways, it gives us space to breathe. Your feelings matter, and it's okay to express them.
Yes, and another thing to remember is that tough times can make us feel weak, but they actually make us stronger. Think about muscles. When you exercise, your muscles feel sore, but that soreness means they are getting stronger. Life is the same. Challenges may feel painful, but they help us grow. Every time you face a problem, you are building strength, patience, and wisdom. Even if you don't feel strong now, you are becoming stronger every single day.
That's such a great way to look at it. Strength doesn't mean never feeling sad or scared. It means continuing even when things are difficult. Every day that you wake up and try again, you are showing strength. You may not see your progress right away, but it's happening. Just like a tree grows slowly, you are growing too, so be kind to yourself. Believe that you are strong enough to get through this, because you are.
When going through tough times, it's easy to focus on everything that's wrong, but one way to find strength is by remembering what you've already overcome. Think about the challenges you've faced in the past. Even though they may have felt impossible at the time, you made it through. That shows your strength. Every tough moment you've survived proves that you can handle more than you think. Tough times don't define you. They show your ability to rise again and again.
That's a great reminder. When we face hard times, it's easy to forget how much we've already accomplished. But if you look back, you'll see that you've made it through every difficult moment in your life. You've been through tough situations before, and you came out stronger. Remembering that strength can give you the confidence to face whatever comes next. You've already proven that you can do it, so trust yourself again and again.
Another thing to keep in mind is the importance of taking things one day at a time. When we look at a big problem, it can feel overwhelming. But if you focus on just today, it becomes easier to handle. Ask yourself, what can I do today to make things better? You don't need to solve everything all at once. Just do what you can today, and remember that tomorrow is a new day with new possibilities. Small actions today lead to bigger changes in the future.
Exactly. And don't forget to celebrate your progress. Every small step you take matters. Maybe today you got out of bed even though you felt tired. Maybe you smiled at someone, or maybe you did something kind for yourself. These little moments are victories. Even in tough times, there is always something to celebrate. Recognize your progress, no matter how small, and remind yourself that you are moving forward. You're doing better than you think.
As we reach the final part of this podcast, I want to leave you with one last thought. Tough times are a part of life, but they are not the end of the story. No matter how dark it may seem, there is always hope. Life will change, and so will your feelings. Even the most difficult days pass, and brighter days will come. You have the strength inside you to face whatever comes your way. Keep believing in yourself and know that you are not alone on this journey.
That's such an important message, James. Tough times can feel like they last forever, but they don't. You have the power to get through them, and you will. Remember to be kind to yourself. Take it one step at a time and celebrate your victories, no matter how small. Life may not always be easy, but you are stronger than you know. The challenges you face today are just preparing you for the success and happiness that lie ahead. Keep going and keep believing in yourself.
Exactly. And never forget that you are not defined by your struggles. They are just moments in time, and they will pass. What defines you is your strength, your heart, and your ability to keep moving forward. Every challenge you face helps shape you into a stronger, wiser person. So, when life feels hard, remember that you are capable and you are enough. Keep pushing forward because better days are on the way.
Thank you so much for listening, everyone. Remember, tough times are only temporary, and you are stronger than you think. Take care of yourselves, stay positive, and keep moving forward. You've got this, stay strong, and we'll see you next time.